So who y'all drafted?
Are you serious? That's the question?
Also, Elton, so we've heard what the rest of the front office, what they say the priorities are. From your perspective as a former player, what are you looking for in the guys you're going to bring in this year?
Yeah, 5 picks, a lot of options, a lot of optionality. So we definitely are looking for players that could compete for a spot to be in our top 8 right now. But if there's a talent proposition that's just, so far just off the charts, we're going to look at that too. And that's why having 5 picks is great, having those options.
To what extent does a draft workout actually impact the likelihood of where certain guys go on your draft board?
Yeah, great question, Serena. So it's tough because I've seen them in Chicago. I went to the agent workouts. I've seen a lot of them in college actually play. And you can be wowed by one workout. So, it's good to touch them again, good to see them, good to see them. You might pick up some things, but it's the work that's done months before that really sets up your board.
How well prepared do you think you guys are going into draft night with the work you put in? What do you feel best about with the draft?
It's just such a wide range. Such a wide range. We're very prepared. I think Vince Rosman and the staff did a great job doing deeper dives. So I'm prepared to go see X, Y, and Z like I did. Sat through different tournaments, and I was keyed on certain players that we felt that could help us. Not just play defense or space the court, but also their character. That intel piece is great, and for our organization, for our city, adding high character individuals is important to me.
So many years you guys had, top picks, top 5 picks. What can you bring to this team where you're at 24?
Yeah, so top 5, you're trying to you're shooting for potential. A guy that may not be ready right now, but in 2, 3, 4 years, they're going to be a starter. They're going to be in your top 7, at least. That's what you're hoping for. At our picks, we're looking for someone that can contribute, and we're trying to find how they contribute with our team and where our team's projected to be.
So you've got Shake and TJ in the gym right now, 2 very different personalities. How much does personality, style weigh into an evaluation of these young guys?
It weighs in a lot. It's not the top thing because you're going to have to play. I need players that can play, but of course, high character, style. You mentioned 2 of our players in here working now. They want to put in the work, they want to grow, they want to be better. And when you're drafting young athletes, that's important.
Elton, just to go back to the first thing you said, you got 5 picks, but you also have options. Now, is that a thing, like, let's say if there's a guy that you feel as if he's not going to be there at 24, are you willing to trade up? And then secondly, you guys in the past, I think the last 3 years, you sold a couple of your second-round draft picks. Is that a part of the plan as well?
So having the 5 picks, definitely, that gives us that optionality. If there's a player that we're targeting and looks like they could be available, we could move up. We could move back. We could move out. We could sell a pick. So that's what's great about having those options. Regarding selling the picks, possibility, there's some later picks that teams would pay for. And if we don't have anybody on our draft board that we want to grow with the Blue Coats or, come to the G League, that's a possibility.
Speaking of the Blue Coats, how much input does that coaching staff get in this, saying, yeah, this is the guy we could work with, this is the guy we could develop?
Yeah, the Blue Coat staff, General Manager Matt Lilly, Coach Connor Johnson, they have some say until I make the decision to say, forget about what you're saying, I need this guy. I was in that position last year, I had my board ready. I put input for the NBA guys, Landry and our draft picks last year. But when it came down to it, it's what's best for the Sixers right now. But we will use that for development purposes, and if there's a player that we can have on a 2-way or have down in the G League, we'll definitely look at that.
Since you mentioned Landry, how much do you use him when you guys talk about what you're looking for in terms of, hey, you're looking for a guy that can contribute right now?
Right, so you're looking for a guy that can contribute right now, which starts with a specific skill that coach can look down, Brett can look down that bench and say, all right, I need defense. I trust him. Oh, I need some shot making. The defense might not be there or something else may not be there, but I know I can get this from this rookie. So just something that they can contribute right away and be, they might not be elite at it, but they'll be good at it.
What did you learn about the process, of the
draft? I mean, this is the first one that you've run as kind of GM.
Yeah.
You've been here for a few years. What have you learned from this?
The first thing I learned is, making a recommendation versus making the call is a big difference. I was with Brian, just, oh yeah, that sounds good. I think we should, but now I'm making the call. That's a big difference. There's a lot of posturing going on. You talk to a team about future picks, and it's like, no, we don't want to give up futures. But now as the draft comes along, I'm getting calls like, hey, would you consider? So, it's similar to the trade deadline. Very similar to the trade deadline with everyone trying to get an angle and trying to get an advantage for their organization and their team.
But how much did
You brought in Charlie Brown today. Just what do you see in his future?
Talented player. Really competing. That's what I like to see when I come to these workouts, because we've seen them throughout the year. But when they come and compete, I don't want to speak about individual players, but that's what I like best about it today.
What's is his shooting his best selling point? Is that?
Again, I don't want to get into individual players, but players that can shoot absolutely have a chance to develop and grow into the NBA skill sets.
I know, like last year, you kind of weren't quote unquote the guy, but how much did that help you going into this one?
Absolutely, because Brett was the president or interim GM or whatever term he was, and we had all the access, and I think the term was collaborative. We were a part of it. We were a part of that draft. I traveled last year. I did a lot of the work, setting up for the draft, so it helped a lot.
What does it feel like being the guy? Do you feel pressure?
Yeah, no, it's definitely much more pressure than making a recommendation. Like I said, last year I was just like, yeah, no, this guy can shoot. I saw him in LA, his change of motion, he can get to the rim, or he has a short neck like me, but he's really taller, it's just whatever it is. But now I'm making that call, so there's more pressure to get it right, especially for the trajectory of our team, because we need young talent. Even if we do get to the championship level we aspire to, I don't want to fall off a cliff either. I want to have talent in the kiddies so they can grow and get better.
When you saw the way this season ended, with the Raptors hoisting that trophy, did that make you taste it even more? You guys were literally an NB virus and a crazy shot away from maybe it being you guys.
Yeah, maybe overtime and then possibly being us, but hats off to the champs. Masai, Bobby, they did a great job putting that team together. Nick did a great job coaching, and the players, they played. So hats off to the champs, but it just shows me that we were close. We are close. So my goal this summer is to get better, through the draft, through free agency, what we have to do, and be able to compete again at that level. But it definitely hurts. It definitely hurts. And from the players to the coaches to my staff, we want to grow and we want to get better.
What would you say the depth of talent is, at least what's projected to be in the mid-20s in the first round? How would you assess the talent?
Yeah, Brian, so when I talk to other GMs around the league, it's like that first round, 27, 28, is where they see, I could pick there, I can get talent there. So, there's players that can be drafted and that can help an NBA franchise.
What's the scenario look like that you might move up if someone starts to fall that maybe you didn't have in here, but you really like?
Yeah, we touched most of the players. We either had them in, or we've seen them, or went to their agent workouts. But that scenario, I'm trying not to just target one individual player, but if there's one with the 5 picks, that gives us options. So that's what it would look like. It's like, okay, this guy's falling, let's move up, and he can add to our roster right now.
Elton, knowing that you guys are trying to compete right now, how willing are you, if you have to wait on somebody, whether that's someone who's maybe injured or maybe a Euro guy overseas, are you willing to wait if the value is there?
That's a great question. So with the 5 picks, it depends on where. Later in the second round, or one of those picks, the value proposition is there, and you're like, okay, he has to rehab and get better. You think of that, because in 2 years we're going to need talent. We're going to need talent. But the appetite to wait, it's all going to be determined on the clock and who the player is.
Is that kind of what happened with Zaire last year? You drafted Mikal Bridges, kind of a ready-made player who had been in college, and then you draft, kind of more of a project. Is that kind of an example of that?
That's an example, and then you're on the clock, and then you can get a first-round pick unprotected that turns into Tobias. So on the clock, you look at that for sure.
Is Shake another example of that, where he had an injury, probably NFL quite a bit because of it.
Yeah, you know, Shake, we drafted him in the 50s. You know, we see what kind of talent he is. So, yes, same as him.
Does he have a shot this year to crack into the rotation?
That's my hope. You know, we believe in Shake. You know, a great time developing in our G League. Kudos to our G League program and development staff for developing him there. In the NBA, you know, like a young player is going to have had some struggles, but we're counting on him to grow and keep getting better.
Is he a one or a two?
He can't wait. Yes, he's going to play Summer League, and I haven't seen a player so excited to play Summer League. I don't know why. But
is he a one or a two, you think?
I think he can be both. You know, he'll play, I don't want to give our scouting report out, but he'll play some backup one in Summer League for sure.
Do you have any stories from your own draft night that still stick with you? Like, what do you relate to what these guys are going through?
Yeah, when I talk to him after most of the workouts, to say, hey, I sat in your same seat 20 years ago. Just having your family there, having your name called, you know, worked so hard, seeing it come to fruition, just having that dream come true. And it was a blur. You know, it was a blur because it's all happening so fast.
You were talking about the character component of this. Like, what's the profile? What's like in the DNA of a 76ers player?
Yeah, you know, tough, hard-nosed, you know, respectful, wants to get better. You know, treat your teammates with respect. You know, just younger players with like a high IQ, guy that knows how to play defense, make the right pass, take the shot when warranted, and competitive. You know, we want tough competitors that can think the game.
You talked about how close you guys are, and you are close. Does that make there be really little to no room for error on draft night?
Of course, I'm gonna say that. You know, no, I gotta give myself some wiggle room. Like, there's other ways besides the draft to, you know, hopefully get us over that hump. But no, I definitely want to get it right.
When you brought up Tobias, how do you feel like you guys are prepared for, I guess, the talks with Tobias and Jimmy and your other free agencies?
Yeah, you know, I won't get into specifics because it's a little early for that. But you know, when the time's right, look forward to those discussions.
One more.
There were a lot of promises made, vows made the day in the day out. You guys lost in the semifinals. What can you tell us about what Ben and Joel have been able to get to this point in the offseason?
Yeah, no, good question, Marcus. So, a lot of promises, vows. It's raw. It hurts. We're passionate. I can't believe we lost like that. They've been in the gym. They've been rehabbing. They've been working hard. So the goal is to just keep the momentum. Just how do we take that into the summer? But they've been executing their plans, and they're still hungry. They still feel that pain to lose how they lost. So, you know, as tough as it was losing like that, we're going to get better from it.
What is your process to get to know the character of these players? How often do you talk to them? Who do you talk to? And do you feel like you answered all the questions you want to answer when you guys are ready to see?
Yeah, I don't want to give too much intel, but we talk to people that, you know, pick up their laundry even. You know, it's a whole range of people. Of course, their coaches, their moms, their family, but we get specific intel. Then we meet with them. You know, it's different. It's more like an interview, so you're on your best behavior. So we try to just get to know them the best we can, know their personalities. You know, talk to middle school coaches, high school coaches, just to be clear on what kind of person they are.
Thanks,
Thanks, everybody. Yeah, sure.